The trend is for cash to gradually disappear. The digital dollar, also known as CBDC, central bank digital currency, is being prepared. This is a dollar that is not printed on paper but is a digital currency created using the blockchain system, the same system used to create Bitcoin. Several tests are currently being conducted to introduce the digital dollar into the American economy. The United States is not the only country testing completely digital currencies. There are also talks of digital currencies in Europe, China, Russia, etc., which are in the testing phase. The original idea for the digital dollar was thought up by Christopher Giancarlo, an American blockchain and cryptocurrency expert. The CBDC will be created and issued by the Federal Reserve of the United States. The sudden rush for a digital dollar is to compete with China's digital currency, which is not yet in circulation. The first tests of the new digital dollar are being conducted on the stock exchange. The digital dollar project has the support of companies, politicians, economists, and the government of the United States. One ethical problem with starting to pay with digital dollars instead of physical money in the future is that with the digital dollar, buying or selling anything will be traceable, meaning that people will lose their privacy when buying or selling things. On the other hand, for example, criminal organizations such as drug traffickers can also be tracked, which would make the police's work easier. Christopher Giancarlo, the main proponent of the digital dollar, argues that it must be a digital currency that is completely anonymous, like cryptocurrencies, so that people can maintain privacy when buying or selling things. It is important to note that the future digital currency is still in the testing phase. One of the main problems with this digital currency system is that the Federal Reserve would be the only institution responsible for issuing this digital currency. It would have to have an intermediary between the Federal Reserve and the person receiving the digital currency so that the intermediary could confirm that the Federal Reserve issued the same number of digital currencies and the recipient received the same value. But there are many drawbacks to this digital dollar. One of the problems is that it is only intended to be digital and not able to be exchanged for cash. Another problem is that it wants to centralize the digital currency, which would give total control over the digital currency to the Federal Reserve, the government, and the organization that acts as an intermediary. They would always know who is selling what and who is buying what, which would centralize the currency. The need for this digital currency to have intermediaries makes it unattractive in terms of fees, which the intermediaries could charge for their services. In other words, this digital dollar is everything that cryptocurrencies are not. The only thing they have in common is that they are being developed with the same base system called blockchain, which is not working very